Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It is a Thursday afternoon and I have the Pulp Tarot on the tarot table for this second little reading, short little reading to end the day, and it is on the new popularity poll that has come out in it's the YouGov popularity poll. So that's the UK, but they have polled American adults. They do this, it seems, every quarter, and keep track of the royals, how the royals are doing in the US. And the one that has drawn all the notice for all the wrong reasons is Meghan Markle, because according to the article that I have just read in Newsweek, and it's an article by Jack Royston, who is traditionally a fan of Meghan Markle. So it's interesting to see he's writing about this. But anyway, according to this article in Newsweek, Meghan has dropped 7 points in the latest quarter, that being from July through to September, July, August, September. She's fallen from plus 17, her overall popularity, to plus 10. And that's a big fall compared with everyone else who's kind of shuffling along the same. So she's at the bottom, but she's really now in free fall to some extent, despite July, August, September being a very high profile months for her. Not according to Jack Royston, according to me, who has been following all of this, of course, because I follow the royals so that I can do these tarot readings here on YouTube. But she's been out and about, she's been in car parks, she's been merching, she's been at concerts, she's been at dinners, she has been at airports, numerous airports, she's been in Portugal, she's been in the Caribbean, she's been at the Invictus Games, she's been in New York at a mental health summit, she's been all over the place, very high profile. Numerous articles a day in the usual sources, the Daily Mail, New York Post, Us Magazine, People, all the rest of it, and yet her popularity is going down. We've been briefed that the big relaunch of her career is about to happen. The Instagram account is ready and waiting. The big deals are being inked as we speak, that have been arranged by the William Morris agency. The Kardashians are desperate to get Meghan onto their show for a guest appearance. Netflix is so thrilled with the content that she's about to produce for them. And yet, the American public seemingly really can't stand her. So that's what we're going to read on with the Pulp Tarot. Little quick reading. Why the drop, the decline in popularity despite this heavy barrage of PR that we have sustained in the past few months. Very expensive, I would say. All wasted, seemingly. How do they view her? And there's the Nine of Swords and the Moon. That's the people, public opinion, the Moon card. That's what it means, among many other things. And how does she feel about this free fall in popularity despite her best efforts to claw back some popularity in the United States? And she really needs that audience. She doesn't care about the Brits or anyone else, I would say, in the Commonwealth or wherever else. And what impact is this going to have on her ability to merge herself, ink those deals, become Dior ambassador, star in award-winning films, whatever it is she's trying to do, who knows. Do collabs with Gwyneth Paltrow and the Kardashians and Julia Roberts and all those other huge names. Hook that billionaire that she might need to fund some of her lifestyle choices or her projects. I'm being snarky, but I'm allowed to be snarky because it's tarot for fun and entertainment here on YouTube. And it's all my opinion, and it's all speculation, and it's all light-hearted and with no evil intention at all. And of course, I just read energy here at MadWorldTarot, archetypal energy. And we know that Meghan very much enjoys learning from archetypes and exploring archetypes. So that's all good. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Form your own opinion. And if you participated in that poll, do let us know. There we go. 5 cards. Pulp Tarot. Oh dear. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. That is appealing to the public in these tarot readings. Page of Cups is communication, but it's appeal. It's trying to send out communications that are appealing. Very often it can be read as an apology, for instance, but or a declaration of love, some kind of hint that there are feelings involved or attraction involved, the Page of Cups. But it's in reverse. So whatever messages are being sent out and have been sent out consistently, that barrage of PR that I was referencing in my preamble, it has not met with the intended enthusiasm. On the other side, Page of Cups in reverse, lack of popularity, not working. William Morris Agency is going to have a rethink, I would imagine, on the back of this news in Newsweek. So let's see the actual situation. The free-falling popularity, the Queen of Wands, that's her. I was going to say Miss Congeniality. It's how she wants to be seen. She wants to be seen as dominant, attractive, powerful. The Queen of Wands is very attractive, very desirable, very influential, very charismatic. All of those things. That's her. That's Megan, fire sign woman. We are dealing with the Queen of Wands and her desire to be not just the queen of the island, as we read yesterday about Mystique, but the queen of the whole world and the known world and the universe and all the rest of it. So why is her popularity plunging, or did it plunge in the past 3 months? Why? What's gone wrong? Ooh, the Chariot in reverse. Well, the card's coming out a lot in readings at the moment, the Chariot in reverse. People see her as too ambitious, too driven, too intent on clawing her way to the top of the heap, up that greasy pole, as Tom Bauer calls it. They see it. We're going to ask how they view her in the next question, in the next card. But why the popularity plunging? That whole machine has ground to a halt. That's another explanation that comes from the Chariot card in reverse, that the wheels have come off this thing. And it's a car crash, literally. The Chariot in reverse is a car crash. And it's a sensitive topic given what happened to her husband's mother all those years ago in Paris. And Fluffy has reappeared through the cat flap. But the Chariot in reverse, it's not succeeding. This narrative is not going forward. People just aren't falling for it, and they're not falling for it because they think that it's too much, it's too ambitious, it's too driven, it's too self-focused. The Chariot is very much about the person's will, their will to succeed. When you're in the Chariot, you don't care about the common man. You're not a humanitarian when you're in the Chariot, even if you have started a company called Travelist, or your husband has. I nearly said alleged husband. I'm so used to saying alleged everything. But no, he is apparently her husband. Married twice to him, 3 days apart, allegedly. But now I've lost my train of thought entirely. But anyway, Chariot in reverse, it's a mess. It's a car crash. It's not succeeding. And people see that it's not succeeding. How do they view our Queen of Wands? She wants very much to be the Queen of Wands, just trying to appeal to them with the Page of Cups in reverse. But that story is over, hit a brick wall, wheels off, car crash, all of that stuff. How do they view her as a person, the Queen of Pentacles? Well, they view her as someone who's very much after those pentacles. She's very motivated by those pentacles, by the coin there in that woman's hand. She wants that money. She wants the deals. She wants the good life. She dresses head to foot in haute couture and luxury brands and things like that. And very obviously enjoying her status, enjoying her ability to live the good life, and wants more of it. And I don't usually say that about the Queen of Pentacles. It's not a toxic energy. That is toxic because that sees the ambition and doesn't like it. And Americans, as far as I can tell, aren't averse to ambition. They think it's a good thing, generally a fast, sweeping statement. generalization, that's the word I'm looking for. But it's not a bad thing to be ambitious, to be driven, to be focused, to want to improve your lot in life. That was the American dream, wasn't it? There she is, though, the Queen of Pentacles. It hasn't flipped over into a negative energy in this reading, but we got a failure to connect with these people anyway. These people, at least, who have been polled as a sampling of the populace. So let's see how she feels about this. Does she dismiss it and think, well, the hater's going to hate, as guest speaker constantly says in the New York Post comments? Or is this mortifying and disturbing and a source of anguish for her? How does she feel? Yeah, she's bothered by it. 8 of Wands in reverse. The message isn't hitting its target, literally, with the 8 of Wands in reverse. The Page of Cups, that aren't I dear and sweet and yes, so relatable, and look how I dance, how I shake my booty, sort of thing. Not having its intended effect. And all that, what's the word, where people sit around and can't think, I've gone blank. It's been a very long day. It's been a very long few weeks. But you know, when they send out questionnaires and get people to say what they like and all that kind of stuff, as I say, gone blank. All of that market research kind of stuff. There's a better word for it, but that market research kind of stuff for her is a brand that they must have done when they signed her on as a client, and how are we going to target this, and what's our approach going to be, and who's our audience, and what message do we want to sell, has failed. And she sees it, she knows it, and that isn't a card of anxiety, but it is a card of failure. The message is being blocked, the message is not reaching its intended target audience. So what impact is this going to have on her ambitions, her ability to get those big deals going forward? What's going to happen? 9 of Wands. Yeah, problems. It's the end. The end is coming for this brand, the Meghan Markle relaunch as a separate brand. There she is, on her own, the Queen of Wands. Now she's lost all her fancy clothes. Quite interestingly, she's making her last stand there. Her guard is up. She's battered and bruised. She's needing help, but she's all by herself. She's all alone, and it's unfortunate energy given the state of the world at the moment, but that's where it's heading. It's not heading for a successful conclusion. It's heading for failure, and she feels it. She knows it. It's Wands again. It's PR. So people aren't falling for it. They are not interested in what she has to sell, the snake oil, according to articles that are going around, or blinds or sedan type of rumors. Not going to go well, not at all. And more than that, there's a sense in the 9 of Wands, in the way the artwork in this pulp tarot, that people are kind of coming for her, and she's soon going to be overwhelmed, that people have had enough. We've moved from 8 of Wands in reverse to 9 of Wands. How interesting that this journey ends traditionally with the 10 of Wands, with the burden that gets us heavier and heavier, and eventually it's put down and someone gives up and walks away. We're on our way to that. We're on our way to that. The one that walks away, very likely the William Morris agency, and we'll have to look at them and how they're doing, how they feel about her as a client. We might get that tomorrow. But that's the reading for now, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.